Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome to a brand new episode of StoneBlock 2. If you missed the last episode guys, what we did is we took the RF builder and we looked at how we could copy and paste our build. So we were able to take one hallway, copy that and paste it twice over, meaning that all we had to do to build the other two additions was to simply provide a chest with the blocks necessary and the builder would place them automatically in the exact same pattern that we have going on. Now the only blocks we did have to place by hand was the framed stairs because the builder block doesn't work with those. Now, in this episode, what I want to do guys is I want to start getting into some mythical agriculture. I actually want to have a nice farm going with these little mythical agriculture things and just seeing how it goes. So if that's something that you're going to look forward to guys, do me a favor, leave it a like and hit subscribe. And without any further ado, let's get into the episode. So this is the quest tree within the quest book for mythical agriculture. This is what we are going to be following along today and just see how far we can get down it. Now, as with anything in StoneBlock, we are going to need a large area to do this. So I've set up my builder, I've cleared out a large area, and I've also lit it up while being attacked by mobs. It's time to get to building, and I had an error in the gentleman's region that was extremely painful. Now we've got the first step in place. We've got 4 fields ready for sowing, and this plot will hold 16, but I want to try and double that to 32 without having to make the room any bigger. But before I can do that, I actually need to figure out how this is going to work and sort of function all of that into it. So the first thing that we are going to need for crafting is seeds. Seeds are very important to craft with. So I think I'm going to dedicate this and this pod to seeds. Now we've already done a wheat farm before on the channel. You can go ahead and find that if you so desire. But more importantly, I want to try and get this one to be better than the other one in a smaller size. So it's time to get some of the machines and get them set up. So I've got a harvester in place on both, the plant sower underneath, and they're loaded up with seeds. We've got some storage drawers over here to store all of our goodies in. All we need to do is give it power and hope it works. Both fields are planted, and because it's not hydrated, it is going to grow very, very slowly. However, I think there may be a way we can upgrade this and get it to grow a little bit faster. So there's a couple of things within the pack. There are these growth crystal tier 2s, which we can get from loot crates. And I already have a few of these around 7. So we could try this without actually having to go and fight the wither a few times. And we also have these growth crystals right here, which say slow growth. These work on a 9x9 farm. And the interesting thing is they check this one, the growth one, checks 2. And the growth crystal tier 2 checks 5. But there's also a tier 3. This requires end crystals, which, you know what? Might be a little bit later. I don't think we actually have any of them. No, we don't. We might be able to get these, though, from loot crates, and that might be better than doing it with the wither. Now, my plan is fairly simple. I'm going to stick the tier 2 on one of them and the tier 1 on the other, and I just want to see what the difference is going to be. So there it is. It does indeed affect the growth. Now I have seen absolutely crazy farms stacking these and getting ridiculous drop rates. And that may very well be something that we do in the future. But for right now, I think just one on each farm is going to do it, just because I don't have the resources to be making these things like nobody's business. But there is something in this pack that can help. You see, we can craft a nether star seed, and we can make nether stars from growing crops. So we can always get more of the growth crystals later on as we sort of progress through mythical agriculture. So if we take a look at this quest screen, it sort of outlines the steps that we need to take. So first things first, let's get this base crafting seed crafted up. So if we click base crafting seed made up, it requires these prosperity shards and regular seeds. You get the prosperity shards from sieving, so you should have some by now. We'll make up, I think we'll just make up like a bunch of these. I feel like we're going to need a lot of these. So we'll make up like an entire inventory of them. Now, if we have a look back at the quest book, you can see that there is, we've done that one now, tier 1 crafting seed. So what does this require? So if we type in tier 1, is that going to show us up? Yes, here we are. Look, tier 1 crafting seed requires this inferium essence. We get this from our mob farm. So we'll make up like, so I need to literally put those in the ME system. I do. So we'll just make up like a bunch of these. I got a feeling we're going to need these more than we are going to need the other ones. Besides, we can always craft the other ones up. They're fairly cheap. Now, returning to the quest book, we can see that now we can get up to this. We can also craft this inferium furnace. Shall we do that? Let's do the inferium furnace. So, this requires a block of inferium, some inferium essence, and a furnace. The block of inferium is just inferium essence. So we'll make up a stack of those. And then we should be able to make up our first inferium furnace. And I'm just trying to find a nice little place for this within my setup. We could just put it up here for now. And this is really good. These furnaces from Mythical Agriculture are insane. This is my wife's base. And as a quest reward, she actually got the ultimate furnace from Mythical Agriculture. And I just wanted to show you this of where we are heading. That is what the ultimate furnace is capable of. That is insanely quick. And it didn't even use an entire piece of coal. We've still got plenty left. So we're making progress. I think it's time we carry on a little bit further. Now, we need to make this Predentium essence. And this is where Mythical Agriculture gets a little bit further on. It is Mythical Agriculture, right? Yes, it is. I used to know this mod as Magical Crops. I don't know if they changed the name or some other developer decided to carry on doing it. Either way, it's time we progress down this route, which means making this essence right here. And if we click to view the recipes, we can make this. Obviously, the block will make 9 of it, and the superior essence will make 1 of it. This is called intermediate essence, but this is the next one up from this. This will obviously make 4 pieces, just like this will make 4 pieces, or should make 4 pieces of the inferium essence. Yes. So, obviously, the only way that we can get this is this way right here, which is going to require one of these crystals. Now, we should be able to craft one of these crystals quite easy. Actually, the mod's called Mystical Agriculture, not Mythical Agriculture. Read, Casey. Just read. You were taught it in school. It's a very valuable skill. Learn it. Just read. Okay, so we're looking for this infusion crystal. So we can go ahead and make one of these. It looks like this has 1,000 uses. Now, to make those next essences, we needed this. So how far could we go? We could probably get quite a few of these. There we go. That is it. The crystal is gone, and we are going to need a new one. But at least we got this essence. Now we could very easily continue down the road and continue getting more and more essences. But I actually want to stop here very briefly because I want to set up our very first magical crop farm, growing a new resource, one that I'm going to need to be able to finish my bay. So the mod that I actually want to get into growing with Mythical Agriculture or Mystical Agriculture is this, the Mystical Flower Cluster. I actually want to get into Botania. There's a block from Botania that I really want to use in the connecting parts of my hallway. And to do that, I'm going to need these flowers. Now, I could just simply get these the old-fashioned way, but I thought this would be the best way by growing them. But for that, I also need the flowers to begin with. I actually need 16 just to make 4 of these, because it takes 4 of these to make 1 of these. So, how do we get those? Well, I don't know. I had no idea until I Googled. Google helped. What we need is this floral fertilizer. Now, it looks like I have 4 pieces. I'm not entirely certain where I got those 4 from, but it's fairly easy to craft up. It looks like you can get them out of a loot crate. That's probably where I got them up. But it's easy to craft up. You just need bone meal, yellow dye, and red dye. And we should have not many yellow dye, apparently. Dan. But I know I have a bunch of dandelions, so I'll just throw these through the sag mill and get myself some yellow dye. And now we get a bunch of this. Over a stack. Now, if you don't know how to get yourself your red dye and your yellow dye at this point, I will show that very briefly. You're just going to need some bone meal. Then get yourself a little grass block like this, and then just bone meal it. And you'll get your flowers grow. You can actually vein mine all of this in one go by holding the vein mine key or the ore excavator key, whichever one you want to call it. And that'll do it for all of it. We actually want to do this, though, with the floral fertilizer. This should get us Botania flowers, and it does. So now we can actually get into Botania. And that stack got us plenty. Let's go and start crafting up our very first seeds. So with ease, we can come here. We can grab some of this essence. I've already made up a whole stack of it. That'll get us 16 seeds. Now, do we have everything? No, because I did not craft up these seeds, did I? So we'll craft up the tier 2 crafting seeds. We'll make a stack of those. And we'll go ahead and make 16 of these. And we'll plant them down. Now, I'm not sure if when we plant these crops, if indeed we get another one of these seeds back, or if we only get the crop. And then we need to make up more seeds to fill the empty slots. But I think only time will tell. I'm hoping this works with industrial foregoing. We're going to find out in just a second. I've got the first of the fields in place. We've got one of these growth crystal tier 2s down. And it does seem to be hydrated, and some of them do seem to be growing at 28%. This was at 57%. So I'm curious to see how this goes about. We should see the results in here because I haven't put a draw for it. So I'm hoping that we do get some of these. There's 16 seeds or 16 crops, and I'm wondering if we get the seeds back. I have no idea on that front. I don't know if there's a low chance you'll get a seed. I mean, obviously, I'm assuming we get at least one seed back, or the crop itself, it gives a seed when harvest. But I don't know if we're going to get any additionals like we do with the wheat. Anyway, maybe we should continue crafting more seeds. Back at this screen, it looks like the next one is this intermediate essence, as well as these. Well, we've already done the tier 2. I thought we did the tier 2 crafting seeds. I thought we did it. Maybe I needed to do this first. I swore we did the tier 2 crafting seeds. Oh, for Pete's sake. I hate it when it does this. You press T and the ME system is like, no. 2. We'll do it this way. Okay, so it looks like, where's the tier 2 seeds? Tier 2 crafting seeds. Okay, we'll make, like, that many of those. We ran out. Okay. Where's my quest book gone? We've officially made those. So now we can make this Perdentium furnace, which should be easy. Perdentium. Did I misspell that? I probably did. It's not a word I've run into before. We'll go for it this way. Prudentium. Okay. And of course I have absolutely none of that, but that's okay. We need this furnace, which we've already got. We'll just upgrade this one. Now we should have everything that we need. Efficiency plus 35%. So if you were wondering, I smelted with that old furnace. I smelted an entire stack of stone using only 7 coal, I believe it was. We have 64. I had 57 when I was left. So yeah, about 7 coal. So that's pretty good. Now we've got this one. This one should be even better. Although I am out of Inferium Essence. So we're at this Perdentium Essence. Can we just say that word, Casey? That would be great. I would love to be able to say that word. So now we can start moving on a little bit further and a little bit further down the line. And shall we go this way? Infusion Crystal. Like, I've done that. Why have you not said that I've done that? I'm pretty sure that I've done that. I made another, and it popped. It looks like I actually have to put it into my inventory for it to count. So, we've started to make progress down these set. So let's start to make progress down towards this ingot, because I have no idea how to make the ingot. Okay, looks like the ingots are fairly easy. So they start over here on mine, and we'll make up a stack of you, and I'm assuming, actually let's put a stack of those into my inventory as well, or at least just one. There we go. Make sure we get that. The Inferium Essence, I assume, is going to be this ingot, and then I thought it would have been 4 of these, but it turns out it's just one. But we can cast it. Okay, we can smelt this down. That's interesting. This could also be made into nuggets. I'm not sure what these are going to be used for, but I do know that I am low on Inferium Essence, although I was completely out of this. I turned my mob farm on just before this clip, and we're already stocked up, which is good. So let's go ahead and make ourselves like a... Okay, we'll just make one of those. We'll make ourselves a little bit more of these. I'm not entirely certain what these are going to be useful for, but we've got a fair few of them done now. So we're now up to here on the quests. It's going really well. So I thought we'd craft up some more seeds and grow some more resources, but having to think about it, I'm not entirely certain what I wanted to grow. I know I wanted the mana seeds or the Botania seeds anyway, so we could get into Botania a little bit easier, but I don't really know right now what else I want to grow. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to carry on crafting up the additional seeds, and then when I do find something I grow, I've got the room there and we can do it. So I'm just looking through my ME system, and I do have 10 Supremium Essences. I'm not entirely sure where I got these from. I think we got them from killing the Wither. It's entirely possible that we did. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make up the crystal. And of course, you're not going to be nice to me, are you? And just be the only one? No. We're going to make up the Master Infusion Crystal just so we don't have to keep making up these crystals and wasting them, which is good. And now what we can do is we can go ahead and we can make up some more of these essence. Wow, I'm up to 2,000 of these. We can make up some more of these essence and carry on through the progression. Easy as pie. Well, it is once we get them. Okay, we got that one. We got that one. Good. Now, what we need to do is we need to do two things. First of all, we need to make up the furnace, the ingot. We need to do three things. Furnace, the ingot, and the seed. What am I looking at? Right, okay. Let's go with the furnace first. I think the furnace is the most important one. It requires a block of this stuff. So we've got a block of it. Good. And we should have everything else that we need. Great. Good. And if we type this in, we should just be able to get everything that we need. Here's the ingot. The ingot should be easy. Boom. Let's make up just a few more of those, just so I've got them. And then what we need is the seed, which is, we go like this. We should be able to just find the seed by looking through it. And maybe we go this way. Nope. Okay, fine. I'll find the seed manually. Found it. Yeah, we should just be able to make up, we'll make up 2 of those. Actually, let's make up 4. Yeah, let's make up 4. There we go. Brilliant. So now we are progressing through this at an alarming rate. Really happy with that. The next one we need to get onto is the Supremium Essence. Words. We could continue on in the quest book, but we can also start to grow these later essences. And I think that would probably be a wise idea to have both a Prudentium Essence farm and the Supremium farm. So I think I'm going to craft up some of these seeds right here. They look to be fairly easy, but I am going to need some more of this essence. And then I'm going to go ahead and transfer these over and into the magical crop farm. I've sowed a seed for the... What essence is this again? Oh, I've sowed a seed for the Inferium Essence. So we should be getting these growing now. Yeah, that should all be well and dandy. Now, I don't know, again, what the seed rate is like. This one has 17 seeds. So, in total, this one's planting 17. And I'm sure I only put 16 in here. Although, I may have had a spare one that I threw in without thinking. It's entirely possible. So, I'm hoping that we're gaining seeds. If not, I'll just come through and add more seeds in a bit. However, I think it's time we now continue. Oh, you know what I haven't done? I haven't put a place for this dye. Or this. Oh, what's this? Fertilizer essence? Nice! I haven't put a place for this in these storage drawers. So let's go ahead and just put that in there now. This one I don't think is grown yet. So this one will come in just a little. Now, while they're growing, I do want to take this moment to say that I'm not going to be decorating inside of the magical crops room in this episode. It's going to stay very bare bones for now because we're still learning about the mod, and I do want to put down more crystal growth chambers, or not crystal growth chambers, more growth chambers, but I want to get to the tier 3 ones, and that's probably something we'll work to get towards over the next couple of episodes. But for now, let's continue down that quest tree and just see how much further we can go. I'm an idiot. Turns out those seeds that we've just planted don't actually grow the essence that I thought they grew. They actually just grow the first essence. But I think that the higher the tier, the faster they grow it, I think. Or the more that they grow. It's one or the other. Either way, we know that we are going down this essence road. But let's continue. We are very close to this supremium essence. We've got to make this, what, super emium essence? I feel like that's what we've been working towards for a while. Okay, we did get a fair bit of that, and we did manage to get this. Now, we know we are going to need a block of it for the furnace, and we are going to need to craft the furnace and the seeds that go with this. We already know that, plus the ingot. Wow, you can craft a lot of stuff from this. Okay, so let's first of all just make the ingot. There we go. We'll make a couple more of these just so we've got them laying about. I don't think we're going to really need them all that much. Now, the next one that we need to craft is the seeds, and I don't actually see the seeds anywhere here. Actually, before the seeds, let's do the furnace. We should have everything that we need to craft this. Good. And now we just need to do the seeds. I think they're just called crafting seeds, though. They're just another tier, isn't it? So, crafting seed. Yeah, I think we want this tier right here. Yeah, we just go ahead and make... I'd like to make a few of these. So we'll make 4. 4 is a nice number. Yeah, and that should be all of those done in the quest book. Great. We're still continuing to move further on towards this insane essence. I don't think we're actually going to be able to get this far just yet, but we are going to certainly give it a try. I really don't feel like fighting the wither to get some more of this stuff. We should just craft it up, and it looks like the amount that we are getting is significantly less. This might be the end of the road. This might be as far as we can go at this point. We've got the block. Now, the question is, can we do the furnace? We can do the furnace, which is fandiddly-tastic. What about the seed? The seed is what we are going to need. Did we make up? We made up the ingots, didn't we? Yes, we did. So, we need the crafting seed. Crafting seed. Yeah, and it'll be this or one, won't it? Yes. Oh, we just got it. We just got it. So we've now done all of that, but it's saying that I didn't do the ingot, and I'm sure I did. But I know the recipe for the ingot. I probably just didn't put it in my inventory. There we go. Now, given the limitations of what we've accomplished so far, given the limitations of how much essence that we have, I don't think we're going to be able to take this to the next level, although we are very, very close. But I am going to let my mob farm run for a while, let them mobs fall down, die, and gather me some of that essence. I'm also going to let the magical crops farm run for a bit, and we'll probably be able to do the ultimate furnace at the beginning of the next episode. But for me, guys, this is almost it. There's one more thing that I want to do. You see, we've got a bunch of quests ready to turn in. 27. So we are just going to click collect rewards and just see what we've got here. So, no, nothing really over exciting. I like this demonically gargantuan drum. It's probably the most exciting thing here. But apart from that, the rest of it is kind of meh. I mean, this ME drive's all right, but I've got quite a few back there, so I don't need it. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this episode. So do me a favor, if you enjoyed this episode of magical or mythical or mathical or whatever word I want to use to call it, agriculture, then do me a favor, leave the video a like and hit subscribe and comment down below. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Let me know what I'm doing right. I'm always got my ears on the open. Yes. Guys, as always, I'm Casey, you're the awesome folks. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Yeah. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder, cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me.